Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have some news from What PC now, from What PC. And what are the news? What are the news? What are the news? The news are that wargaming is reintroducing in some way the Waffenträger of e100. You can't see it from here. Yes, some new. What is this? Oh, some random streamers. Okay, and here the Steel Hunter continues. So paste, play Steel Hunter. Yes, I don't know how the tank is and some news, but if you check the YouTube page of World of Tanks, I just want to see. You see that Waffenträger is coming back, but how the Waffenträger is coming back? A lot of people initially thought you see here the Waffenträger changes. A lot of people say the Waffenträger comes back with in Tech 3, but we discovered that isn't true because Wargaming doesn't want strong German tanks, and Waffenträger actually wasn't that bad and wasn't that overpowered. I will tell you why. And this will be imagine if Wargaming just wanted to reintroduce Waffenträger. We have two different Waffenträgers from here. The Waffenträger of 100p mode, that this one is currently sold on China, on Chinese server for 30k gold, I think. Quite expensive. And this one was the original Waffenträger. Only the hull is nerfed, so you don't have the e100 hull. You weight a bit less, but this one is the original Waffenträger of e100 stats. That, for some reason, the Waffenträger, those stats aren't the best. Why those stats aren't the best? I'll tell you something right now. Come back here. Collision. No, not collision. Life. Not life. 65 millimeters of penetration. You are basically you are a super giant tank and everyone hits you. So this one isn't a plus. This one doesn't make you stronger. And this thing is very, very, very big downside of this tank. This tank needs to snipe on the distance, a lot of distance, because we can actually compare the Waffenträger of 100 with without anything, with Waffenträger of 100 with the Grille. I don't think the Grille is a great tank, but I want to see how low the camo on this tank is. That tank doesn't have any camo. Just make me agree with the E100. E100 has more camo. The E100, a freaking giant heavy tank. The mouse has more camo. I think that this one doesn't have more camo, but guys, the Type 5 has less camo. The Type 5 and the mouse has more camo of this tank. So as you see, that tank doesn't have isn't the best tank destroyer to play, but this is very fun. This is very funny, honestly. I played what it was like. Look, yeah, it's paper. This tank is paper. This speed is great. This speed is great, honestly, very great. Not bad speed, not the worst, but this speed is actually great. You can actually reach not this one. You can actually reach 45 kilometers per hour. Gun elevation, gun depression is very bad. Gun traverse isn't the best. It has a fully rotatable turret. View range is quite trash. The armor doesn't exist. The armor doesn't exist. The only thing that this tank had great, not the best, but great, was the gun. The gun is the tank. In this tank is very great because this tank must have a great gun. 560, it has the Yak Tiger gun, but with 5 shell clip, so 2,900 damage per clip. But you will use only one clip for a minute. For a minute, guys. A lot of time. A lot of time. Penetration isn't even the best. We have some tank destroyers with more penetration. Dispersion isn't very great. Type 5 has less dispersion. So you have to pay attention while you play this tank. And this one is the first one. Waffenträger auf E100 isn't even by far an overpowered tank. Just make some examples. 268 version 4, grab some heavy tanks, 279 yearly, 780, and some other, and I can go on, and go on. And this one is basically the same, but without any gun. So I don't even want to talk about this tank, because this tank is quite trash. Is a trash. You have a mouse gun on a tank destroyer. Mouse gun on a tank destroyer. Okay. Just let me put you the Waffenträger auf E100 here, and we'll talk what wargaming have fought, because Waffenträger will not come back on the game. Waffenträger will come back only on an event, and I think you have to kill it. Honest, I think you have to kill it. They don't even have an imagination to make an invented tank. They just grab the Waffenträger auf 100. A lot of players want the Waffenträger auf 100. We will bring them the Waffenträger auf 100, but for an event, just like the Sun Tiger. And this one, guys, is very annoying, because Waffenträger auf 100 wasn't an OP tank. It was balanced. I say balanced. Why I say balanced? Because Waffenträger auf 100 had only the gun. Only the gun. The strongest point of this tank was the gun, and it wasn't even the best tank destroyer with gun. Some tank destroyer have better guns, such as the AV100 AV3, even the Foch has better gun, better speed, better armor. Jack Panzer 100 have a better gun because it has more DPM, more armor. 268 version 4 has much better armor, and this one wasn't even the best tank destroyer, but they destroyed it. This is one of an hidden gem of World of Tanks that was ruined by wargaming. This tank was balanced. This tank was I don't even say balanced tank, but I can actually say quite low power tank. Because in these days, Waffenträger auf 100 cannot compete against tanks that are way stronger of this tank. This tank could be only great from hit trading and in some maps for sniping, but I tell you, this tank, when you will snipe, all the tanks will aim at you. HE on you, and artillery will try how many times is possible to hit your tank, because this tank is quite low power, honestly. It plays good only on one playstyle. Can we get to the event? The event will be, I think you have to kill the tank, make some stages, and you will receive something boxes that will bring you even to the T77. T77, for people that don't know, is American medium tier 8. You can see here, live. As you see, it has paper armor like the T57, of course, but it is very great. Here isn't updated. They updated the penetration of the tank. Even the camo factor. And this tank can be pretty good in some ways and pretty bad in the others. And that's it. It's an event with crates that you have to play it, and that's it. You play the event, you grind some boxes. It's similar to the holiday hops. You grade some boxes. You unlock these boxes. They give you things, and the maximum are some premium things. That's it. So guys, no Waffenträger of 100 comeback, no Waffenträger of 100 on the on as a researchable tank. Wargaming, I told how I don't like this thing of wargaming, because that was a quite balanced tank. It wasn't even the strongest tank ever made, so they could keep it, but they actually don't like it because it was quite strong only with the clip. Without the clip, it was trash. If you want, I can make some opinions about how World of Tanks going, but I wanted to tell you about this event. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, put a like. If you don't, put a dislike. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.